XCIII, TMG.
Got to win.
So aside from the teams that we know, we talked what, Argentina, we talked Brazil, we talked Spain. Outside of these teams, is there any other guys that you would say? We talked France. Is there any other outside the big four contenders which you would say have an outside chance?
England are not the big four, right?
Yeah, the big. England not in the big four, and I haven't said Portugal. So
I'd say England, Portugal next. I'd say England have a good chance. I mean, if England can be a bit more brave and move the ball quicker, play to their strengths, they'll probably need Harry Kane to wake up in terms of the goal scoring front. But so far it's enough. But when it gets to high level bridge games, you'd hope Harry Kane can get to the next level. It's been my grab Harry Kane for all the numbers he puts up. When you need him the most, he disappears for club and country. And that's what I've always said about Harry Kane. In big games for club, he's fine. When you're playing against that Man City in the Premier League game in January, or against Arsenal in January, or blah blah, same with Chelsea and what have you, he's fine. But when you get to April, May, and June, or in football March, April and May, where there's permutations at risk, semi-final, final, trying to win a title, that sort of stuff, he goes missing.
that's true.
And for England, same thing, semi-final. So and England will need Harry Kane to be at his best.
He needs to be a striker, not a midfielder. Please tell him that he's not a midfielder. Don't let him pretend to you that he's a midfielder. He's hiding. He's pretending. He let other guys do his job. Anyway, if we were to rank the teams that will potentially be the last 16, so I'll give you who I think is going to qualify. So I have in Group A Netherlands and Senegal. That's already done. England and USA already done. Group D is already done. France and Australia. Let's say C as it stands is Argentina and Poland. Let me just refresh this because Mexico scored twice, so I don't know how that changes. I believe Poland scored twice against them, and they're only 1-0 down, so they better just not concede again. And then in Group E, who would you have? Do you have Spain, Japan, Costa Rica, or Germany? So we can say Spain is the guaranteed. Who do you have at the?
Germany got to beat Costa Rica, which they should do. Just Costa Rica, Japan. He's crazy, man. I expect Germany should beat Costa Rica pretty handily.
And then what does Spain do?
That puts Germany on 4, and Costa Rica will stay on 3. Japan on 3.
But Spain's goal difference is a whole goal.
Spain, whole point. Spain on 4. If Spain will go there and try and beat Japan, they should do. They'll play a pretty strong team. They have to come to.
So you got Spain coming out guaranteed.
Spain, I'm gonna go Spain and Germany. I'm gonna play.
Okay. Spain and Germany going out. Then you got Group F, which is Croatia, Morocco, Belgium, Canada.
That group's a mess. Because even Belgium can still go through.
And Belgium face Croatia, Morocco face Canada.
Canada out, right?
Yeah.
He lost 2 games. Morocco got a win and a draw. And Croatia got a win and a draw. So stay on 4. Whereas Belgium got 3. Yeah, Belgium need to win. Belgium win. They have a good chance going through. I'm gonna go with Belgium and sugar, yeah.
You got Belgium and Morocco.
That Croatia Belgium is gonna be tasty. I'm gonna stick with the Belgium. I'm gonna go Croatia. Belgium got too much stuff going on.
Yeah. So you got Croatia, Morocco coming out of that group. Then Group G is Brazil, Switzerland, Cameroon, Serbia. Who do you have coming out?
I got Brazil and Switzerland.
Okay. And then Group H is Portugal, Ghana, South Korea, Uruguay.
I got Portugal and I think Ghana and Uruguay, innit?
So basically, play each other for that.
And we picked 2010. He was twice in that. The Ghanaians hate his ass.
But do you know if South Korea do beat Portugal, they have a better goal difference than Uruguay? But that game could be futile.
Yeah, Portugal very rest players. I'm gonna go Portugal. I'm gonna go Portugal and Uruguay.
Okay.
The Africans are 2.
So then, out of
Emotional.
those 16, how would you rank the guys from top to bottom?
We can go with the teams.
Yeah.
I got Brazil, France, Spain,
Yep.
England.
Oh, we got England 4th.
Yeah, we're off to 1%.
You got England as the 4th best chance to win it.
Yeah, England. Argentina. Portugal.
Yep. Oh, okay.
I just think Portugal basically try to wash for me. It's gonna come down to the deciding players who's gonna be better on the day. Germany, 7. Then the rest.
Netherlands, you're not putting Netherlands there. You don't think they have a chance. Do you know when Netherlands have reached the World Cup in their last 12? The last 12 World Cups that they've reached the semi-final or been to the final of each of those World Cups.
That's on this team. I'm gonna take a.
Wait, bro. Van Gaal's worked with less. This is a Van Gaal that won a Champions League with those unfancy Ajax teams. You know what Van Gaal?
That was 94.
You know what Van Gaal's on?
Those guys are
With
not.
less fancy teams.
Those guys are not this team, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't say unless the draw highly favours them, but I feel the best for them to quarterfinals. Yeah, Netherlands and then the rest. I can't remember the names.
So you don't the other teams like USA, Senegal,
Hopefully one of them gets semi-final. Just to,
Who do you think of the teams that that are quite unfancy that you have the best chance of like causing upset?
I said before the World Cup, Senegal, assuming Mali obviously is not, but Uruguay do. But I think Morocco could do something.
Morocco got the best defense and very good defense. They haven't conceded.
I think Morocco could do something.
It'll be tough. It'll be tough to score against them. I actually think Switzerland is a good shout because they're just functional.
Just not good, yeah.
Yeah, the functional is hard to play against them. It's hard to beat them. They won't beat themselves. And then knockout football is all about not beating themselves, technically, basically.
Stay in the game.
Stay in the game. Just ride out everything you can. When you get the opportunity to score it, which is probably the only thing that I wouldn't ride with them, man. But that's why I think they have a good chance. But let's see, man. Maybe an African team can touch semis, fam. They've never done it before. An Asian team has. You know which Asian team has?
Is it Korea?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Really 2002?
Yes. Look at this guy, man. Historian. He's a historian.
Did they play Germany?
Oh! Alvarez, come on, let's go!
Poland, I need 2 goals. This guys ain't gonna do it. Let's get a start. Yeah, Poland is like speed, man. And that's what's happening. Got no service. Get manhandled. Okay, yeah, let's finish up. I'll finish up.
Hey, man, I'm gassed. Hey, carry my guy. They carried Messi. Let's go. Hey.
What?
Let's finish up. What do you think?
Is Mbappe finally the best player in the world? That's the question you posed to me. Is Mbappe?
Hey, what do you think, Yobo? Is Mbappe the best player in the world?
No. Best young player.
Is he still considered young?
Best top prospect. He's in the same band. He's in the same band as Haaland and them boys, bro. You know me. I've always got a thing about best players in the world. I can only call you that, while I see you in the Prem.
Messi never touched the Prem.
And that's why.
That's why he's got bias against Messi.
He's on track.
No, he's on track. He's on track and he's got all of the attributes to be the best player in the world. But there's a big but. He needs to win more.
He needs that champs. He needs a Champions League.
He needs to prove it. I mean, if France were to win and he was to ball out, then in that moment in time he would be. For example, he appeared to be on track 2018, but the following years at club and obviously international didn't follow through with that.
2020.
He played well, but he doesn't get the big moments. Champions League one when they got to play against Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Neymar got most of the flack. He didn't play well in that game. Blah blah blah. Now he's clearly the main man in the team now. No Pogba, no Benzema. Griezmann's on the
Benzema's back.
Well, not in the top, not in the French team.
He's back. Apparently he's back. He flew him back.
You flew him back? Oh,
Yeah.
We'll see if he plays.
I don't know if he's playing.
I'll flip him. So he needs to prove it. Because this World Cup is up for grabs. Like I said, this is a legacy defining World Cup, as in Messi, Ronaldo probably their last. Neymar probably is last in his prime. If Mbappe was to win, that's his second. The Belgian boys, this is their last hurrah. If they were to do sign.
So Belgium have done it. When a man is saying I'm too old.
Yeah, there's that, but there's a lot that could change a lot of people's legacies with this World Cup. Obviously, every World Cup can, but this one's specific because there doesn't appear to be another chance. And if Mbappe wins the second one, now he's really on track.
I think Mbappe.
He's really on track for the Pele stuff. Because in terms of World Cup records, they say he's got the most goals aside from Pele before 24. He's already won one World Cup basically at the age of 19. Was it 19? He's 23 now. He wins another one. He's won 2. Yeah. That sort of stuff.
He talks to Pele straight in his face.
Yeah, he's really come.
Hey, do you know who as an outside?
But Rafa's gonna take the golden boot.
I don't know if he's gonna start.
Should do. But
I don't know if he starts. And Senegal's not easy up for England, you know. Senegal got pace and power. Them vice and mountains not gonna work against them, man. They have to actually come technical against teams like that. That's why they
can't. No physicality.
They can't do the physicality thing, and that's what England's gonna try and do.
But you need to have something to play that better than them, but they need to be technical as well because you don't want to get overrun. It's good.
Messi! Nah,
He did it. Messi's crap. Messi's not crap. I didn't say that. He's not crap.
Yeah, he's not know.
Messi's a great.
I put it into score, man. But yeah, Mbappe's got more to prove. But the gong for the best player in the world has never been so open. Like the Ronaldo, Messi, their clutches have loosened. Their grip is loosened. So, boy, Lewandowski seems to be getting on a bit.
Lewandowski look old at this tournament. Looking old.
Benzema, I guess Benzema has it right now because he's the Ballon d'Or winner.
Benzema's faithful.
But he has the gong right now, but he's not obviously at the tour.
Hey, do you ever think Benzema was the best player in the world, though?
When you win the Ballon d'Or, you have the right to say it.
I thought it's been a vacant. That best player in the world spot's been vacant for about 2 years now.
Yeah, so whoever wants it can get it.
It's been vacant, man. Any man can take it.
I had this list down. Neymar, you can't rely on Neymar for one reason or another.
Yeah.
KDB for countries poor.
Yep.
Yeah, like whoever wants it. So Mbappe is really there. But yeah, what about you, Z?
I got Mbappe there. I got some dark horse contenders that can take the reins at this World Cup. One of them plays for Brazil. He's not Nate. Yep. Not him.
Sorry to interrupt. I said before, like Neymar needs to be careful because Vinicius could usurp him.
He could.
It's
got a lot of things cooking there.
And the thing is, he's not. Like I said, Neymar's a better player, but I think it's the most important thing you need to do is be impactful. That's the most important thing. Not about best technically, and it's impact. Who has the most impact? That's why some players go back to Muller is a great example. He's less fancied than other players, but he's more impactful than other players. What about who's the most impactful at the end of the day? So yeah, Karen.
Yeah, I got him there. Guys like young guys coming through. I was a big João Felix guy, and his career just stagnate. I don't think he can be the best player right now, but I feel he has potential to get to that level. If he gets a move, give him time, he can develop into that guy. Because he had a lot of skills that certain guys can never ever get because they didn't train when they were young. That's what. Oh, it's too. Oh my gosh! I missed that man.
Well, he's offside, but anyways, Ousmane Dembele, he's rejuvenating his career.
Yeah, he's come back.
That's the type.
But the funny thing is, no matter what Ousmane does, it's linked to one guy, and it hurts. And when it comes to covering care, but he was very good against Denmark. He was killing his own, but he don't have the clout like Mbappe, so he's gonna get subbed.
That's why what's his name? That's what João Felix needs to look at. He needs to look at Ousmane Dembele to rejuvenate his career.
But yeah, the guy, it's Vinicius, Mbappe, Haaland, and Haaland doesn't even play. He's not coming to these tournaments unless he maybe can naturalize and become Danish and something like Denmark could use a man like him.
He's only paid a good player of the game.
Yeah, but I was saying that he's not Danish anyway. No way. Unless when Norway start getting to these competitions, which they should, because they have enough quality. I don't understand why you're not coming. They have guys like Sol Becken. They have guys like Odegaard. They have history as well. They had a man like John Correa. I'm sure they can get enough guys together to be decent. Maybe they don't have a keeper or something like that.
That's true.
But those are the three. And Haaland, he's not going to get criticism because he's coming from a small nation. Salah was local, but Salah's not here. When you're not in the world stage, when you're not got the visibility, you're out. You're out of the conversation immediately. Benzema's going to lose the crown regardless of whatever happens.
It's tough still. Yeah, the World Cup is too big of a stage. And basically, whoever wins this World Cup is going to get the Ballon d'Or, pretty much. Unless
the guy gets to the finals with an unfancied team. That's the only way.
Who?
It's like a Modric thing. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Trust. She got a ball. But yeah,
Hey,
man.
you know who you can start looking at him. That Musiala guy, you know.
Oh,
Maybe got
Look
something
into him.
cooking, you know.
he's clean.
Yeah. It's
Him,
clean, it's good on
I
the
can
ball.
post him, Gavi, Javi. Yeah, that could be-
Bellingham
Bellingham
got
as well.
yeah, they're all there, you know. Like it's all there. It's all for grabs. It's tough for. I think it's very tough for a box-to-box midfielder or any type of DM to be considered the best player in the world because they're not going to get enough goal output.
A DM, I mean, it's not going to. I'm sorry.
Even a CM, like it's going to be tough. Like even when Iniesta was the third best player in the world for a long time, it was it was going to be very hard for him to do it.
He's the one with more delayed gratification. Like he probably was for like that. He was the third best player that decade, but people didn't really realize until the latter stage of that decade. Or after, maybe not that, but after he won a lot of tournaments, that sort of stuff. Like people say Neymar and Hazard and I don't know Aguero and all these other guys, and they lost towards the end. But yeah, I mean, if because Iniesta's output was terrible, but in the big moments, he really shone. He got man of the matches, goals.
But sometimes it works like that. You have to look back at the full body of work and
Yeah.
not in time. We never know who we're going to look back in this generation and be like, oh, wow, that guy was a lot better than you expected if you look at the totality of his career. I know one guy that you should do that with, but obviously you have a history of hating that guy a lot. Sergio Ramos.
What about?
His delayed gratification on Sergio Ramos is going to be nuts.
That's what it means. She's already extremely gratified now. Like I said, people.
No, but when they start looking back, you're going to be like, whoa, Euro, World Cup,
It probably could get
champs.
It could,
You're going to look at that and be like, wow, that resume is stupid nuts.
It's gonna get worse. Yeah, it's true. It's gonna get worse because people, what's it called? Let's look at his trophy count. And trophy count and be like, he won this and this and this. That's terrible. Yeah, it's gonna look.
Didn't even come to ball today.
Yeah, it's gonna look at his trophy count, and that's what people do these days. When they go back and analyze players from the 2000s, they look at their trophy cabinet.
And the boy PK really cost him.
And that's how they say, oh, he was the best, better than this guy.
You have to blame PK for
They don't understand. They don't conduct proper research.
You have to blame PK.
Which is strange. Well, turns out I understand it. Because, like, obviously, when the player comes up, I guess people don't respect the World Cup as much. I thought people, they want to go down. Most people a lot of people go down that argument of looking at trophies. There's 3 World Cups. 2. The 2 he played them, but on his resume, there's 3 World Cups. But I think Pele falls short because obviously the friendly stuff.
And no Champions League. But then he's a victim. Pele's also a victim of the game is much more global than it was back then, which is fair. It's fair enough, and you have to look at that in that. You can't penalize someone just because of the development of the game. Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, as time advances, you expect the game to improve and people to get better, which is going to hinder obviously Messi and Ronaldo eventually. As much as we can say like, oh, Messi and Ronaldo are the best. In 20 years' time, in 10 years' time, I'm gonna have a child. You might have a child, and they're gonna tell us, oh, how is anyone better than Mbappe? How is anyone better than Haaland? Please explain.
Just a tackle. I mean, to be honest, I'm comfortable with that conversation. When that time period, it's you guys that I worry for.
Oh, fine.
Because, like I told you, I don't have generational bias. A lot of people think I do. They think I favour older.
But then it hasn't affected Michael Jordan, which is nuts.
I mean, that's because Michael Jordan's shoes and Michael Jordan's resume is pretty spotless. Like I said, if someone like Pele done what he did now, obviously in Europe. Like, for example, if Messi and Ronaldo had a World Cup, their resume is pretty spotless.
Yeah, it's a bit like Maradona. Maradona transcends generations, to be honest.
Maradona, because the World Cup was great, but Maradona club level, what he done for Napoli is great. He won a Europa League, but Champions League wise, he's not there. Michael Jordan's resume is spotless. But like I said, I don't have generational bias. People think I have it for the old heads. I don't. I just have it for the truth. And so when these guys come up in 20, 30 years, and guys who are actually not as good as Messi and Ronaldo, not as talented, and they achieve a little bit less, or because people will say, oh, the game is different, more competitive,
As
blah,
you said,
blah, blah. People say the game is more competitive, blah, blah, all this stuff. They're going to say this guy's greater than those guys. I'm pretty prepared for that conversation. I judge it case by case. Like, when you achieve your time period, obviously relatively speaking, compared to the ones before you. Like, and that's why for me, Pele is still the greatest. You have to achieve a whole lot. People, they like to water down actual ability to achieve and how much that actually means to achieve. People say, oh, you don't have to do this, you don't have to that. People before say Messi, you have to win the trophy. Yes, you do. If you have a quality team and you're one of the top, even most of your international career, you are the best team in your continent. Why have you not won it? It's a concern, but obviously it's got over the line. But you have to win. For example, I always said if you play for a team like Croatia or Ecuador or Colombia, I can give you a pass because they're not as good. But if you're actually one of the best teams, like I said, the best team in your continent, you have to win an international trophy. I'm sorry, you actually have to achieve. Like LeBron, you have to achieve. Jordan's got 6 chips, and people I know defeats in the finals. Even though they could say LeBron's have more competitive, blah blah blah. You have to achieve.
That's why this World Cup for me personally, it's bigger than just now. For Messi legacy, it's so important. Even if he's not the best player, even if he's not the greatest player of this tournament, even if he's a passenger, the equity he's brought in, him being the captain, him being the leader, what he's done for them in the past, even if they are to win and he doesn't contribute much, it's already contributed enough, I would say, for him to have claim to this World Cup win. If they are to win, it cements his legacy. It cements it. Obviously, guys will tell us he only scored 1 goal at this cup. No 2 goals, actually.
I mean, yeah, if Messi was to win this World Cup or Ronaldo to win the World Cup, then I could fully understand, 100% understand why someone would put them as the GOAT. Like, the way they win it will determine if they actually might go, because obviously impact is important in the tournament. You're not to win it and just.
Hey, Messi got impact for me personally. Messi's already had an impact. Ronaldo, not so much. Ronaldo.
No, but I'm talking about the last, not the group stages. Not like, for example, if Messi don't win the 2014 and happen to win it, that won't be enough. You have to keep ball in the group stages. But
he won Golden Ball, just to you that.
Yeah, that was fortunate. But flipping, I could fully understand if that was the case. They won it. Why do people put them in a GOAT debate and people put them as number 1? The way they win it is what will determine to me if they are over Pele.
Who did they face in the semi-final of 2015?
Oh, I forgot. Was it not Belgium, Germany? No, not Germany. Italy, Spain, France. I think it's Netherlands. Yeah, they played Netherlands, I believe.
I don't know.
So who? Argentina?
Yeah.
I think they won on penalties. I think.
Oh, I don't even take that. I know they beat Switzerland.
And Germany faced Brazil. They slapped them 7-1. No Neymar, no Thiago.
That was a tough day.
That was
Brazil came third though.
That was just funny. I think Brazil came 4th.
Let me check that.
That was just funny.
It was funny. You found out funny. That must have hurt you.
So I knew they were gonna lose.
I didn't know they were gonna lose because I didn't think they were gonna lose. I thought they were gonna do it for Thiago and.
I knew no Neymar and no Thiago. I knew they were gonna lose, but I didn't think they were gonna lose that bad. That was just funny. Like they just capitulated. Crazy. That's never gonna be eradicated. Cause I don't think anyone's gonna top that. One of the favourite teams.
Netherlands came third. Yeah, right.
Your home tournament. You get blasted with
Best player of the tournament. Messi.
It should have been James Rodriguez or one of the German.
Who's the top scorer?
James?
Yes.
It should have been him.
Who's the best young player?
Oh, Götze?
No.
Who?
Pogba.
2014. I'm saying it should. One of those guys. Yeah, they should win it. But yeah, that's all for me.
Man, shout out to the comp. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to my guy Melo May. Shout out for his historian knowledge. This is a historian of the game. Doctor for Melo. That's what we're gonna have to call you because you got a PhD in this thing. You got a PhD in the history of football.
We're trying. I mean,
you know what you should say that? I've got a PhD in the history of football. That's you.
There's other guys that have.
No, you're there.
We're trying, man.
Obviously, no one cares about 1930s. Hey, 1930s. That's actually it's a bit of a statement you guys World Cup, yeah, because Egypt couldn't get there. They missed the boat, which is a true story. They did miss the boat to get to the World Cup.
What's the commentary watch this on?
It's a true story.
I'm not saying it's not true. What do you?
Also, really one shot, friend. They missed the boat.
Yeah, fair enough. Crazy, Mr. Flat. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Trying to get to 200. Make sure you follow us on all socials. That'll be the Twitter, the Instagram. Make sure you listen to us audibly. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the TMG Boys, and we out of this.